Shalom. And I want to start off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Machach, Kodesh. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, and elders, the great millstone, and salutations to you, Akim, that's out there listening, pushing forth this word with truth and sincerity, and a few Akwat as well, that's listening to sincerity. I'm the brother Machaya from the Camp JMS Montreal, coming back with another lesson, and the Lord is going to bring back the plagues of Egypt, okay? The plagues of ancient Egypt will be brought down here as well in this modern day Egypt. Okay, because it's prophesied. The Lord did say that He will revisit Egypt again with plagues. Okay, let's get that in Second Ezra 15 and verse and verse 11, and it reads, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm." Okay, that them is referring to the elect, because we know that the elect of Israel will be saved in these last days, okay, via the ships, via the chariots, or the UFOs, UAPs, however that the world wants to call them, okay. It says, "And with a stretched out arm and smite Egypt," it says, "and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy the land thereof." Okay, so clearly we can see here, the Lord said what? He's going to smite Egypt again with plagues as before and destroy the land thereof, man. Okay? That modern day Egypt, once again, is this Egypt, which is aka America, which is prophesied in Revelation, the 11th chapter. That great city, which spiritually is called what? Sodom and Egypt. Okay? Because we know, hey, Egypt, we may say, the Egypt that we know today, they're not running the world. Okay, they're not the source of wickedness. Okay, they're not that golden cup spoken about in Jeremiah 51 and 7. Okay, right now there's Ishmael in there pretending to be the ancient Egyptians, which the ancient Egyptians, Mizraim really are the people from Sudan. Okay, those are the true Egyptians, man. But what's it called? Once again, that Egypt is not the one that's controlling the world, man. Okay, it's America. That's the hub. That's the standard of beauty of the whole earth. That's who's responsible for all this wickedness that's spread throughout the four corners of the earth. Therefore, the Lord is going to bring those plagues again upon Egypt. Okay? The Lord is going to bring darkness upon this place, man. Okay? The same darkness that He brought on Egypt, where the people could feel it. Where if they lit a fire, the fire didn't do them any help to see what was happening. They were seeing strange apparitions. The Lord was tormenting them with their fears, man. This is coming again here in this day and age. Okay? Verse 12, it says, "Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it." Yeah, Egypt will mourn, man. Okay, these people are going to mourn, man, for the plagues, the judgments that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to bring, man. It's going to be very severe. Okay, we keep warning our people and the rest of the world how that the Lord is beginning to draw nigh. Okay, and He's gonna be known in the midst of your people, man. Because how is the Lord known? Via the judgments which He executed. Psalms, I think the 7th chapter goes into that. How that the Lord is known by the judgment which He executed. Yeah, man. The people are gonna come to find out, man, that there is a power of the universe which His name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son's name is Yahweh Shai. They're gonna come to find out, man, because they're fucking around right now. What's that saying? Fuck around and find out. Hey, they're fucking around right now, so they're gonna find out the hard way, man, with those plagues. Okay. Oh, let's get, because I spoke about the darkness, the apparitions that the Lord brought upon Egypt. Let's get wisdom of Solomon, because it goes into it. The 17th, damn, tongue twister. The 17th chapter goes into that. The whole chapter. It goes into the state of mind that the Egyptians were in, where the Lord was plaguing them with that darkness, man. Whew. Yo, man, these people don't know what's coming for them, man. They're gonna truly know why we fear the Lord. Okay? Hey, wait, before we get wisdom of Solomon, let's get Sirach 36, man. Because it said in the prayer in Sirach 36, it says for the Lord to be magnified in the, let's get it, man. Anyways, this is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 36 and verse 1. It says, have mercy upon us, O Lord, power of all, and behold us, and send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. Facts. Okay, that's a prayer that, hey, that's a sentiment that all of us that's in the truth feel, man. For the Lord to send his fear upon all the nations that's not seeking after him, man. Okay, and that includes the 2/3 of our people. Okay, because they have to, hey, because people seem to forget that the same power that we serve currently today is the same power that destroyed a whole civilization, a whole world that only saved 8 souls, man. People seem to forget about that, man. And that's a common story that, hey, everybody and their mama they know about, man. The story of Noah. Yet, they think the Lord is a joke, man. You're gonna find out, man. The Lord's gonna send his fear on the earth, man, via those judgments. Okay? It says, lift up thy hand against the strange nations and let them see thy power. As thou was sanctified in us before them, be thou magnified among them before us, and let them know thee as we have known thee, that there is no power but only thou, O Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That's it, man. They're gonna get to know the Lord like we know the Lord, man. That dreadful side, man. Man, hey, in the same book, well, not the same chapter, the same book, the book of Sirach, it says, you know, the day that the Lord's gonna turn away his face, man. Roughly paraphrasing, you know? We're coming to the day that the Lord's gonna turn away his face, meaning no mercy, man. Just straight judgment, man. Straight plagues, darkness, fear, terrors, man, on all sides. That's the only thing that's on the horizon for these people, man. And they don't know. Regardless of us being out there constantly warning, they're not taking heed. But it's okay, it's cool. You know, once your normal routine gets cut, society crashes. Okay, the government is not working as Afore. You know, the grid goes down. Hey, then they're gonna know. Hey, anyways, let's get Wisdom of Solomon 17. We'll start at verse 1. I'll read a bit of it. Okay, but the whole chapter goes to the state of mind, the things that were happening when the Lord brought that darkness upon the Egyptians. Okay, so this is Wisdom of Solomon 17 and verse 1. It says, for great is thy judgment and cannot be expressed. Therefore, unnurtured souls have erred. Yeah, unnurtured souls have erred, man. Hey, the Lord's judgments are great, bro. The Lord is meticulous and an artist when it comes to him judging people, man. He does it in a poetic, like a beautiful way, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. Hey, an example that comes to mind is Polite, the brother Polite, that was accusing us of being rapists. And then look how the Lord judged them poetically, beautifully. The same thing he was accusing us of falsely. That it came to light that he's doing that shit, and he's guilty. You see the poetic, the way the Lord is an artist when it comes to his judgment, man. So that we could laugh at this nigga until this day. He's a laughing stock, and we're making jokes about him. Yeah, man. By thy words thou shalt be justified and be condemned. You don't just say anything to the men of the Lord, accuse them of something, and then the Lord's just gonna sit and let it happen. It doesn't work like that, man. Okay? Scriptures say, do not offend one of these little ones, man. And he did. But anyways, let's continue. Verse 2. For when unrighteous men thought to oppress the holy nation, which is us, well, the holy nation, and the Egyptians thought to oppress us, and here it is today, the same thing is happening. Okay, they being shut up in their houses, the prisoners of darkness, and feathered with the bonds of the long night, lay there exiled from the eternal providence. They were through. Okay, the Lord brought that darkness upon them through. Let's continue. While they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions. So the Lord was playing them with demons. They were astonished, seeing apparitions. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing something, you think it's there, but it's not there. It's bugging you out, man. Seeing dreadful countenances, and there's no light. Ooh, 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 ooh. Through. It says, for neither might the corner that held them keep them from fear, but noise as of waters falling down sounded about them, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenances. You see what I'm saying? They were seeing demons. You know? You know what I'm saying? And we know, hey, demons, they don't look like the norm. Okay, in the scriptures, you know, in the book of Revelations, it speaks about the beast having what's that, 3 faces, roughly paraphrasing, things of that nature. You know, the demons, the angels, they have a unique look, a look that if you were to see it in this flesh, you would give up the spirit. You were shitting your pants. Okay, so that's what they were seeing, man. The Lord opened that Pandora box of judgment upon the Egyptians, and that same Pandora box of judgment is going to be open here, times 1,000, man, because this is the finale of judgments. Okay, it says no power of fire might give them light, neither could the bright flames of the stars endure to lighten that horrible night. See, so they lit a fire, it wasn't helping. Even the stars, the moon wasn't even no light at that night, just straight darkness. Okay, the only people that had light was us in the land of Goshen. Okay, when you read it in the book of Exodus, when the Lord by that plague of darkness, he said, you know, it was all darkness throughout Egypt except in Goshen. Okay, we had that light. It's gonna be the same way with the elect. You know, when the Lord brings those plagues here, we're gonna have that light. We're gonna have that sense to know how to maneuver and not bug out. Okay, because we understand who's bringing these plagues, and we understand that He's protecting us. Because what? We've been doing the work and enduring, man. I brought us that we keep on doing this unto the end. It says, only there appeared unto them a fire kindled of itself, very dreadful. For being much terrified, they thought the things which they saw to be worse than the things they saw not. Yo, bro, they were all the way bugged out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine that? A light just appears out of nowhere, kindled of itself, you know? Probably looking all weird and shit, and you see some eyes behind it. I don't know. But the Lord was meticulous with it, man. Let's get Isaiah, man. Isaiah 65. It says the Lord's going to choose their own fears, man, and bring them upon them. Okay? Is it 66, I think? Yeah, 66. Isaiah 66, in verse 4. I also will choose their delusions and bring their fears upon them, because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and chose that in which I delighted not. That's what our people did. Therefore, the Lord's going to bring their delusions, their fears upon them, man. Their deep, darkest fear. Okay, you're scared of spiders. The Lord's going to bring a big ass tarantula upon you, man. Probably make him speak. You know what I'm saying? Probably make that tarantula speak, man, and terrorize you with it. Okay? I want to get that word delusion quickly. Okay? I'm going to get that word, then we're going to close. Uh, this is the word delusion in the Hebrew. Okay, that's a long ass word. It says Fa'ilawalayim. Okay, Fa'ilawalayim. All right, it says wantonness, caprice, vexation. Okay, Strong's definition: caprice, vexation, concretely a tyrant, babe, delusion. Okay, the Lord's going to vex y'all, man. This is in the Hebrews lexicon. Let's see, petulance, childlessness, a boy, a child, vexation, adversity. Hey, even that way it says a boy, a child. Hey, people are gonna be behaving like children, grown ass men. Because when someone's you bring their fears upon them. This is someone's fear of snakes. You bring that snake to them. They lose their nature. They lose all sense of they lose all common sense. They start bugging out, screaming, "Ah, get away from me! Stop! Stop! Stop!" They lose all rationale. So it makes sense. Hey, that's a beautiful definition, man. Yeah, it says, yeah. You know what I'm saying? A boy, a child. That's what people are gonna be like, man. They're gonna be like children, man, having no sense. Okay, not knowing how to ration and make decisions, man. Okay, just because that fear is gonna be upon them. Okay, you know what? Before we close, let's get this one, this last one, because people are gonna be in fear. Let's get the last one in Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 12. It says, "For fear is nothing else but the betraying of the succors which reasoneth offereth." Yeah, since the delusion is gonna be upon them, they're gonna be behaving like child. Hey, that fear is gonna grip them, and they're gonna lose all common sense, all rationale. Because what fear is, what is nothing else but the betraying of the succors which reasoneth offereth. And at that time, people are not gonna have any reason. They're just gonna behave like beasts. The only people that's gonna have reasoning is the men of the Lord. Isaiah 32 and 6. Hey, so with that, man, I'm gonna close it up there. Taking all the praise and glory into Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh